What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, hit that like and sub button and check out my friend that got on the channel today. Go ahead and introduce yourself, my man.
I don't think I've got that much energy, but my name's Hayzinkdkb.
The coolest Scotland YouTuber on the platform. You gotta check his shit out. He has amazing content, and today he has blessed me with his presence to talk about the new Golden Frieza skins. So what do you think about him so far? Seeing that he's a transforming, and he starts as a base form Angel Frieza, and then he transforms into Golden Frieza.
Well, Frieza, if you ask me, he's the best villain in Dragon Ball. Him and Cell, but Frieza's the OG, isn't he? Do you know what I mean? So you've got to love him, and the fact that he's a transforming character, all you can think is Cooler. And what the hell are they going to do to this Frieza after what they've done to Cooler?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So I actually pulled up a bunch of the Golden Frieza units, and in terms of leader skill, what do you think the leader skill could possibly be?
Well, it's obviously going to be a double leader skill, right? Because that's what.
Yeah.
So there'll be a sensible leader skill, and the sensible leader skill you have to imagine is going to be something like either Wicked Bloodline. I mean, it could potentially be representatives of Universe 7. It could potentially be Tournament of Power. But for his stupid leader skill, I'm expecting Dokkan to be ridiculous and do something like Unlikely Allies or fucking...
Yeah, I've seen that.
Something like that, where they'll take, like, the fact that Frieza teamed up with Gohan for 2 minutes, or Frieza teamed up with 17, he teamed up with Goku. The only thing I'm kind of racking my brain about is who else would fit in that category. I mean, how many times in Dragon Ball has a villain teamed up with a good guy? Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. I don't know how that would work. It would be a very limited category, but let's be honest, that's never stopped Dokkan before.
Yeah, this might be a 10-unit category, and unfortunately, I think that is most likely what it's going to be. Looking at his categories right now for the Golden Frieza, he's in Resurrected Warriors, Universal Survival Saga, Full Power, Rep of 7, Transformation Boost, Wicked Bloodline, Otherworld Warriors. The one thing I'm hyped about is that Otherworld Warriors is actually getting, like, I mean, it just got buffed with the Super Saiyan 2 LR Vegeta, and now it's about to get buffed again with this Angel Golden Frieza, so that's cool. It's about fucking time they start doing something with that stupid category. It's just sitting there. So
I mean, I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't think one thing I don't think they'll have on his leader skill is I don't think they'll have transformation boost. I don't know. I think that base is covered with Cooler. I mean, obviously they could do it, but they're not going to do two good leader skills. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah,
I mean,
they might,
but it's not going to happen.
Yeah, I don't think so either. And actually, I want to pull up AGL Metal Cooler for a second to kind of just look at his stuff. Because I was like, man, maybe they'll do another Wicked Bloodline lead, but they don't need to because AGL Metal Cooler is key +3, 170% across the board. They don't need to touch that. Like, don't touch that. But looking at it more, in a way, like, doing Resurrected Warriors again, I guess, could be fine. And because the original Golden Frieza, he's 130% HP and 170% attack and defense. They could, just swap those two, so they could definitely do Resurrected again. I don't necessarily want it, but I mean that's always an option.
That's too sensible. I don't think that'll happen.
Yeah, like because it's gonna be one of these categories that he's gonna be leading. The only thing that's kind of unfortunate, because I actually had them pulled up, was Tech Golden Frieza. He's in Inhuman Deeds. Inhuman Deeds doesn't have a 170% lead, but Angel Golden Frieza is not part of this category. It's so weird. It's like the other Golden Friezas are, but not Angel Golden Frieza. So
he's on Revenge as well, isn't
he? Let me double check that.
Well,
he might be in Revenge.
I don't know if it's the same one that I'm looking at.
Yeah, he is. He's in Revenge, Terrifying Conquers, Target Goku. He's in so many more categories than the Angel Golden Frieza. So that's a little unfortunate. In a way, I even posted it on Twitter that I would have probably liked a Resurrection of F Frieza. I think that I would have liked that a bit more, having a transforming Resurrection of F and doing some Resurrection of F stuff, because especially with this new partner mechanic, if they did a Goku and Vegeta unit where they could do like the swapping when Goku gets shot and Vegeta comes in and transforms, I think that shit would have been sick. But of course they want to go back to Tournament of Power, which is kind of shooting them in the foot, because I like Inhuman Deeds. I think it's a pretty decent category. I mean, you have Rosés, all the Friezas, Brolys, 50% Vegeta's here, so like if this Angel Golden Frieza's that would have been sick. Like I think that would have been a better option, but seeing how they're going back to Tournament of Power, which nobody asked for, right? I don't think
Mm.
anybody was like, "Oh, we need more buffs for Tournament of Power." It's just a little unfortunate to me that they went this route. But in terms of leader, I'm not too hyped for it. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I don't think
I,
he's gonna be a great leader.
I don't think the leader skill is going to be the thing that they kind of riff off in this one. I think that, see, I don't know who it was, but one of the guys that leaks stuff on Twitter, it wasn't Dokkan, somebody else. They dropped a line about a week ago, sorry, saying something to the effect of, "I would watch out for characters appearing soon with conditions like this," and one of them was Golden Frieza on rotation with an Android 17 when your HP is below a certain amount. So
Ooh.
I think I think it's almost a dead cert that he's going to have one of these partner super attack mechanics.
Yeah, yeah, he will. It's either going. I think it's the only unit that it should be with
Goku.
Goku and Gohan. If
Yeah,
they
Goku and Gohan.
decided to do the Gohan one,
Yeah, I
because
think.
where is it?
I mean, I think one of the hypest scenes in all of Super is obviously the the trust of Universe 7 when they come together. Do you know what I mean? And they
Yeah, and I
show
love that card. I mean,
Eren
LR
get
Goku
bought.
and Frieza is still a very strong unit. I mean, they're
Yeah,
ridiculous. I love them.
yeah.
But
That
yeah, that
moment's just
moment's
amazing, though.
yeah.
I mean, it's so good, and I don't think that the Gohan moment has quite the same
It
mass appeal.
doesn't. It doesn't. But having that as an active skill would be kind of cool. But no, I get what you're saying. The only thing that I'm kind of looking at here is like, yeah, when you look at Rep 7, for one, even if I wanted a Gohan super attack, we can't because there's no Ultimate Gohans besides the SR, the AGL is
Yeah,
SR one.
yeah.
So there's no
So
real,
I can't do.
yeah.
But there is a free to play 17
Yeah,
for the
we
tournament.
have we have MVP 17 as well, so he's like that would work unless they get crazy and during the celebration they drop a part 2 LR with LR Gohan and a Piccolo. They could get
Yeah,
crazy
I
and
was
do
going to.
some shit like that.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I think most people would want if Gohan's going to have a special super attack with anybody, I think most people would want it to be Piccolo. Whether that's a younger Gohan or whether that's an older Gohan, I think that harking back to Dragon Ball Z Abridged, I mean, obviously Piccolo is Goku's dad. Do you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
So you need to get the two of them linked up together. I mean, I think they've ticked the box already for a Vegeta and Goku team up. I think we need to calm down on those two. As much as Goku's my favourite character in all of the
Yeah,
Dragon
I've had enough
Ball
Goku, man.
so
I've had enough of Goku already. I'm ready for some
yeah,
new blood, some new, just everything. On it,
yeah, for
I'm
sure.
hyped for a Frieza unit. Again, I like this Frieza. I just wish again it was Tournament of Power, because I'm not Tournament of Power, Resurrection of F, because Resurrection of F does not have a whole lot of buffs. I mean not buffs, but a whole lot of like representation besides where is it? I always mess these up. I'm looking it up. Besides, you know, the Goku and Vegeta,
Yeah.
which they're very good cards, but mind you, I think they deserve like something else.
No, I'd agree with that. That's the thing. I mean, at the end of the day, but how many sagas are underrepresented in Dokkan? It's like we still don't even have a freaking Saiyan saga team. It's
Yeah, no, I
just,
know. Or Z
it's just,
Fighter. There's no Z Fighter yet.
yep, that's another one. And it's like some of the things in Dokkan just really shock me, and I'm like, what are they going to do? It was like literally today, I think it was. I was thinking to myself, oh, I'm going to do Infinite Dragon Ball History, and I was doing the Boo stage, and then I thought, you know what, there's a Cell stage, there's a Boo stage, why is Frieza not in here? So are they going to go back in time and at some point do the whole Namek saga and stuff like that again? Because we don't have an Infinite Dragon Ball History stage for that yet, so does that mean that somewhere down the line we're going to go back to that territory? Do you know what I mean? It's just, Dokkan really shocks me at times. I don't even know
And
what
I
they're
think
thinking.
we actually will, which is crazy. But I'm 100% certain we're going to go back to that Namek Saga, because looking at the Namek Saga, you know, it's not very good. And there's
Yeah.
so many buffs that they could do. They could do a standload, you know, Super Saiyan Goku. They could do a transforming full power Frieza. They could do um more Gohans, more Piccolos. I mean, not. I mean, yeah, I mean, they could replace the free to play Gohan and Piccolo that they have there. A Krillin card. Like, there's so much stuff that the Planet Namek Saga is such like a huge arc that
Yeah.
like in Dokkan they just never really. There was a time period that they kind of buffed it, but then they kind of just stopped. They just said, "Oh, we're
Hmm.
like they're just jerking off to fucking Tournament of Power," and which is cool. And the only reason why I think they're doing that is one of two reasons. One, the moral arc has tons of new things that they could take from.
I don't
Like
think they're going to touch that though. I don't. I honestly don't.
I think
As
they
much as
not yet,
I,
not for
I d-
because they still have so much left to do before they touch that. But I think that's like their last resort because remember they did that poll. I'm not sure if you were about to say that the poll with the Dragon Ball Hero units.
yeah, yeah.
I think they're gonna start. I want to say they're trying to get rid of all this Tournament of Power stuff, so like people don't complain that there won't be any Tournament of Power stuff, and then they're gonna start pushing out um, the Dragon Ball Hero stuff, and I think we're gonna get like a lot of like a couple months of just Dragon Ball Hero stuff coming up.
Well, there is a couple of things. I mean, depending on what this Frieza is going to be. Obviously, Frieza is going to be the card, right? But it depends on what the celebration is going to be with it. In my opinion, there's a few things that they could do. I think this would be the perfect time for them to bring out a new legendary event and make it legendary Frieza, right? Everybody's been wanting that for God
Yo,
knows how long, right?
please, that would be
Bring,
sick.
bring that out. The other thing is Infinite Dragon Ball history. When you actually think about Infinite Dragon Ball history, we don't have a Tournament of Power stage yet. We've got a Representative of Universe 6 stage, but we don't have a true Tournament of Power stage, so they could obviously add that in. We could have a Tournament of Power related chain battle. I mean, to be honest, they could pretty much make a decent celebration out of Tournament of Power still. So I don't, unless they do it for Frieza, I don't think we're done with Tournament of Power yet. I'm not bothered about all these side characters that get eliminated after 5 minutes in the Tournament of Power. Who cares about them? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
Um, they don't need to. They don't need to make cards for everything. And I mean, if they make Dokkan Fest exclusive cards for everything, people just won't pull for them. Do you know what I mean? But it's the same. You touched on Heroes there. I'm not that excited about Heroes because I've watched it. It's just absolute insanity when you watch it. It's bonkers. Do you know what I mean? And
yeah. It
like,
is. It is. I mean, I mean, I could even pull that up. Dragon Ball. I mean, yeah, Dragon Ball Heroes. It's insanity, but I feel like it's gonna sell like
oh, it'll sell.
wildfire once
Well,
it
it'll
drops.
definitely sell in. The thing is, it'll definitely sell in Japan, and they're not going to bring out stuff for Japan and then not bring them over here. The only thing is, but I don't like to beat this drum. Do we need another Vegito? Do we need another Gogeta? Do we need another Super Saiyan
Oh,
Kaioken
get
Goku?
ready. Oh, that's why they're doing it because they're gonna be able
Oh,
to
I
make
know,
Xeno
I
versions
know.
of all these units. Like, I'm expecting a double Super Saiyan 4 Xeno banner. I'm expecting a double Gogeta slash Vegito Xeno banner. Like, Dragon Ball Heroes, once they start pushing this stuff up, Dokkan's gonna become like a different like wave.
Oh yeah. I mean, the thing is, it is a small gripe. You may have noticed me tweeting about this before. I have spoke about this, right? But there's something that really bugs me about Dokkan, right? And it's just a small thing because in Dragon Ball I've always been into power scaling. It really bugs me how you can get a base Goku card that's more powerful than a Super Saiyan Kaioken Goku card. Do you know what I mean? Super Saiyan God Kaioken Goku card because that
Yeah.
form of Goku is more powerful than base Goku. I know it's something pure stupid, right? But this new Vegito that just came out, he shouldn't be more powerful than Gogeta Blue because Gogeta Blue is more powerful than Super Vegito. Do you know what I'm talking about? It's just a wee gripe that I've got because of power scaling and stuff like that. And I know that they can't do anything about it, right? But it just annoys me. Like, I think
Yeah.
you should
No,
bring
I
out an
get what you
LR
mean.
they should bring out an LR Golden Frieza, and he should be the best gold. He should be the best form of Frieza you can pull because Golden Frieza is the strongest form of Frieza. Do you know what I mean? It's just me. It's just a wee daft thing, but I wish they would do stuff like that in Dokkan. But then it would undervalue everybody's old cards, and people would be upset. But just for my analytical brain, I just like to know this card's more powerful than that card because this is a more powerful version of that character. You know?
Yeah, no, I completely agree with that because yeah, for instance, UI Goku, is we don't have like the it doesn't make sense. Like you said, half the new Gokus in the game are better than UI Goku.
Yeah.
I just think that they might like. Here's the thing with Dokkan: whenever something's hype, they release it. That's what happened with Gogeta. That's what happened with Broly. That's happened with basically everybody. And that's pretty much what has like come from that. Like, look, I just brought up the Super Saiyan tab just to kind of look at it. For example, does it make sense that a base form Goku and Vegeta are going to be stronger than the Super Saiyan Goku and Vegeta LR from the third
Yeah.
year? Like a lot of this doesn't like a lot of the things that they've done doesn't make a whole lot of sense. And that's why I just feel like they're going to keep going back and just buffing up those units that they
Yeah.
had missed opportunities for. And I think that's what's going to continue happening throughout basically all of Dokkan. It's like they're just going to drop whatever's hype and then they're going to go back and just hype, we're gonna get like we're gonna get a base form transforming Vegeta to Super Saiyan, and then that will be better than every Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta in the game. That's what's eventually gonna happen, and that's what Dokkan is becoming, and pretty much it's a little annoying, it's a little unorthodox for sure, but I don't know how they could actually like save themselves from like the
Nah,
hole they pulled.
they can, and it's like they miss so many opportunities as well. You said there about how they like to jump on things that are hype and all the rest of it. If you follow social media and stuff like that, you'll know that at the moment Roshi's really hype because he's just come out in Fighters and he's a lot better than people thought he was going to be, and there was a lot of hype around about Roshi. I just feel that they should have struck while the iron was hot and got us a Master Roshi card out there. I just think this would have been the perfect time to do it, but instead I'm not complaining about them using Frieza. In no way, shape or form I'm complaining about that. I just think that during this whole bubble of Roshi being hype, they should have brought out a Roshi card, one that transforms into buff Roshi or something like that. I just think that sometimes they need to grab these opportunities and they miss them.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I completely agree with you. Their Dokkan is just all they care about is the money, bro.
Well, here's a question for you then. So we're talking about Frieza. Obviously, on Frieza's banner, there's going to be a new character, and it's
STR
going to be a
cooler.
new
It
character.
has to be.
Well, no,
Oh
a
no!
new
Oh, okay.
character,
Oh, a new
not a
character.
returning character. Now, just mentioning them there, if they're doing Tournament of Power, they're doing Tournament of Power Frieza. They don't need to do somebody that necessarily directly relates to Frieza. All they need to do is bring out another character that was on the Universe 7 team. So do you think maybe there's a chance that the secondary character could be a Roshi card?
Um, it could be, or it could be another Frost.
Oh,
That's
could
that's
could
like
be.
that's what I'm kind of seeing because if they're gonna start buffing like Wicked Bloodline stuff, they could definitely drop like a transforming Frost, like
Well,
they
saying that,
kind of they did
a
with like
lot of times,
Kabuto Kai.
but a lot of times they like to bring out a kind of supportish unit, and I mean, Roshi would fill that role
He
as a support
would,
unit.
but also if the same argument could be made that there's no actual like real support for Wicked Bloodline.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
low key, I know I'm not trying to push it off. I want that Roshi card. I think that would be sick. Having a Roshi do his final Kamehameha, like, and then maybe having a unit super attack with Goku, that would be sick. But I don't know what they're exactly gonna do with the secondary banner unit. But I do hope it's either Master Roshi or because actually they have been filling up those slots slowly. They've been filling it up, and I'm gonna pull two of them up that because I mean we're gonna get a Master Roshi at some point, right? It's gonna happen. It's just when. So let's go ahead and look at Universal Survival Saga real quick.
Well,
We
it won't
have
be Krillin.
yeah
It won't be Krillin. We
Krillin.
got Krillin.
We got Krillin. We got Skinny Boo. We have 18, and that 18 is still very good. All they have to do, if they easy tech Super 18, she would become like a god. Like she's still great.
Yeah.
And looking at it, so Krillin's Skinny Boo, and Skinny Boo is like, I mean, he was barely even in the tournament, but they could definitely use him. MVP
He
17
wasn't.
already
He
have.
wasn't.
No,
He
he was
wasn't in the
sleeping.
tournament. Hmm.
You don't remember?
Yeah, he only done he done the Universe 6 versus Universe 7
Yeah.
Zeno Invitational or whatever it was called, and then he done the prep work, and then he fell asleep and they had to go and get Frieza.
Yeah, exactly. That's pretty
I
much
did.
I like
I
that
actually,
though.
this is diverging a little bit, but I did read the reason why they done that, and supposedly the reason they done that is because if I don't know like the actual logic behind it leading up to it, right? But supposedly the main reason that they never put Boo into the Tournament of Power is because Boo could have just turned them all to chocolate. But that turning them all to chocolates like a cheat move, I think they class it as, where power levels and stuff like that don't matter. Boo can just turn you into chocolate if he gets the attack off, and he could have literally just turned everybody into chocolate, and it would have been game over. So supposedly, I don't know. I think it was Geekdom or something I heard talking about it, but basically that's the main thinking behind why they pulled Boo out of the Tournament of Power, because he could have just ended it with turning everybody into chocolate.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with that in a sense. But if we remember, bro, when he used the chocolate ray on Evo Boo, that dude just pushed, like, he just blew it back. So I don't think it's as like, I think it would work like on a lot of low level villains. I think it could have been like a comedy skit. But let's be honest, if you did that shit against Jiren, bro, Jiren would have fucking like blasted him to the skies. He wouldn't like he would probably box him while he's a chocolate bar if it actually landed.
Well, remember he done it against Vegito. I think they just need. I think with the chocolate ray, he just has to catch them off guard. That's what I'm saying. I don't
Oh,
think
that's
it
true.
matters
That's
with the amount
true.
of power.
But remember, Vegeta went nuts and like destroyed him even more. But yeah, I get what you're saying. It's true. No, that's a very good point. Like they could still do it, but I don't know. Like, and then like in I don't know if you keep up with like the Moro arc at all, but Boo was a huge deal in like the first arc of like the first half, and like they haven't done anything with Boo since, and like that kind of makes me sad, bro. I don't know. I'm a Boo, like I'm a Boo fan, and not seeing like the representation that he deserves does get me a little like, man, come on, come on, give my boy some love. He like he deserves it, honestly.
No, I agree.
My man deserves it, bro. But I do hope that we do get some big buffs. We're actually hitting 21 minutes here, so we could probably start wrapping up. So basically, the new Golden Frieza, I'm gonna say yeah, it's gonna be some ridiculously bad category with maybe Resurrected Warriors as the lead. It could be another Wicked Bloodline lead, which I don't really want. I think that would be kind of redundant.
I agree.
And I think he's going to be pretty good. I think he's going to be a top tier unit. I don't know if he's going to be number one in the game. I mean, they definitely could make him number one, right? I mean, look what they did to Gohan.
They're going to have to decide who the strongest brother is, and the question is, are they going to make him stronger than Cooler?
Yeah, no, yeah, I hope they kind of make Golden Frieza more like on a Kefla level, because Kefla is like amazing and she's definitely like in that top 5. I kind of hope like Frieza's in that top 5 as well.
Yeah.
I think it's too soon to like top Gohan, because like how I know is how Dokkan does it. They'll drop a unit so broken and they'll leave that broken unit as the new height, but all the units after that will not be as strong for a little bit. Because like I still think LRG is the best LR in the game. Like I've been using him and nobody could replicate what this man does. Like turn 1, he's doing 6 million with a 250k defensive stat. Nobody does that besides him. And I think Gohan is in that same ballpark in terms of TURs. So I don't think Golden Frieza is actually going to be stronger, but I think he'll be in that top 5 discussion for sure.
Definitely. I hope he does topple Cooler, not because I dislike Cooler. I've got him rainbowed, so I don't want him to get dethroned too quickly. But whatever happens, I think he's going to work really well, and I think we're looking at that transformation boost team becoming even more solid than it is right now.
Yeah, no, it's true, and I mean this unit's going to be on transformation boost, so it's going to help it even more.
Definitely.
It's insane. But all right, man, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up. You have anything else?
No, thanks for having me on, man. It was good to have a discussion about, I was going to say, about something other than Dokkan.
Yeah, I know. I know. I know. Well, it was a good one. But thank you so much for coming on, man. If you guys, I'm going to link my boy's channel in the description. You guys definitely check him out. I'm going to post it on Twitter too. You guys have a great rest of your day and see you later tonight. Peace out.